What's up guys, and welcome to Back to Bed. This is a really interesting puzzle game. The art style and the way the game is approached in general has made it probably one of the most unique games of this year. But it is available today, August 25th, 2015 on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation Vita. If you buy the bundle, you also get the Back to Bed theme, the dynamic theme, which I should have a video up sometime soon, showcasing it and all that kind of cool stuff. But today, we're gonna show off the game itself. It is a very cool and very interesting puzzle game, and there are several different areas. Right now, I know of 4 areas. I'm not sure if there's any more, but I am a far amount into the game here. I have all the levels done, all 15 in this first area, and then in the second area here, which has gotten much harder, I have about 8 levels done. This level is a doozy, but we're gonna go back to an earlier level. This game actually explains itself very easily, so we're not gonna go into a far level because it'll explain itself just as well in the earlier ones. Okay, so here we go. To sort of preface this game, you are playing as a little blue thing here. If you haven't noticed, this is a dream. The person that we're trying to get to bed here is Bob. He is a narcoleptic. If you don't know what that means, basically it is a symptom where you can fall asleep at any point in time. No, they're not. The really cool thing about this game that makes it like so lovable, first of all, is its MC Escher style of art. If you've ever seen an MC Escher painting where, you know, there's a million staircases and it has this really weird look to it, this game emulates that, but not only does it emulate it, but it really does put it in its own style, and it looks so darn good. But it's, you know, a very simple game by premise. You're just supposed to get Bob over here back to bed. In my opinion, I don't want to spoil too much about the story, but basically I think that this little blue dog we play is actually sort of like a symbol for the narcolepsy, trying to keep Bob asleep and keep him away from his real life. That's sort of how I see it, but of course, the story is pretty open-ended. It can be interpreted. There are a few picture-based cutscenes, but they don't really explain too much besides a handful of sentences. Alrighty then, but then we got Bob to bed, so we can move on to the next level. And if you're a little confused about what really happened there, I'm gonna be explaining it a bit more here in this next level. Basically, according to this game, sleepwalkers only turn clockwise, so if Bob ever runs into something, he'll either walk straight off the ledge or he'll turn right. So if I put this here, he will always turn right, never will he turn left. So to get him to turn left, we'll have to make him turn 3 rights. So that's sort of where the difficult part comes in with Back to Bed, is getting him to go where you want him to. But for right now, we're gonna get him to turn right here, and then technically he would turn right here, and then turn right again, which makes him do a full 180. So now we just gotta make him do another 45-degree angle like that. There you go. These apples are your friends. You can actually pick these up and move them pretty fast, so that's usually the most useful part. So one thing that I really like with Back to Bed is, of course, some of the levels are a little more difficult to churn through, but they are usually pretty fastly completed, you know? A lot of these early levels... Yes, apple is a hat. I love the voice. It sounds really awesome. But I think that one of the coolest things about these levels is that they are very quick to solve, in the sense that, you know, it usually doesn't take any more than a minute or so, so I think that's really cool. So here we need to be able to get Bob over here to this ledge to get him to the bed. And you can zoom in and out with the right stick, which is very awesome. Unfortunately, this is not a game with customizable controls, which can be a little frustrating at times. All right, let's turn him like that. And then right away, we're gonna bring this here. Luckily, you can move much faster than Bob, so it makes it a bit easier. And if you don't want to wait for him to walk around, you can press the R1 button and make him go much faster. I actually started playing this game on the Vita before I started playing the PS4 version, and while the PS4 version does look gorgeous, the Vita version does look good as well. Of course, not as much, but on the small Vita screen, I really liked it. It's definitely a game I would choose over mobile. But with the cross-buy package, you can actually get it for all 3. You're going to be getting it for PS3, PS Vita, and PS4. But let's see. So here we have one of these very interesting mirrors that if we walk through will teleport us to one over here. So I'm guessing that we need to get Bob through there. So he's gonna turn, and this will probably be the last level we do in this area, because these are pretty early on levels. I don't want to spoil you guys too much on the solutions to them, but of course I want to show it off as well. So luckily with these like 4 brick houses here, he'll always go in a circle, so I can take all the time I need to think about it. Either way, the risk of failure isn't that big of a deal, with levels being so short and, you know, like, easy when it comes to time constraints. If you end up dying, it isn't the biggest deal in the world, because, you know, it only takes a moment or 2 to get back to where you were. The execution is usually the easy part in Back to Bed. The hard part is finding how to get to the bed. But like when it comes to, you know, putting apples in the right spot, usually that part isn't too hard. Alrighty then, so we're actually going to head out of this level now, and we'll try a level in the next area just to give you a taste of what that area looks like. It's a lot more ocean-based from what I've seen in the story. It is like the morning after, but you don't really get too much of a taste of Bob's daily life so far. I mean, there's a lot of symbolism in this game, in my opinion, but a lot of it I don't want to spoil. I want you guys to experience yourself because it's very much so a part of the game. So let's go into level 5 here in the second area, and you can see it's very much more ocean-based, but...
The apple is a hat.
He really likes saying that. But yeah, I really just love the art style in this game. You usually don't see stuff like this very often, and oh, I remember this level I got really stuck on. So basically, as you can see, you got these things which blow air, and if we just let it go, it will push him off this way, which is actually a good thing, because I was trying to get him, because there's also this fish here, which you can put over a gap, and I was trying very hard to try to turn him around and get him over here, but it wouldn't work, and then I realized that's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to get him over here, and hopefully I can do this fast enough. Go, go, go. Oh no, I might not be fast enough. We gotta go quick, we gotta go quick. Oh, this is gonna be at the nick of time. Oh, there you go. Alrighty then, so, and that's what you have to do there. It took me forever to figure that out. I also love the flying chess pieces here. That's the thing about this game that's really awesome, is that they can have a bunch of stuff that makes no sense at all, but hey, it's a dream, you can't argue about it, right? Okay, so we're just gonna have him go down here, turn, 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 and there you go. And that's all the levels I'm gonna show off, because like I said, you deserve to play them yourselves and not be spoiled of the answers, but Back to Bed, like I said, is definitely one of the most unique games this year. I'm loving it. The only thing I can see that's downsided is probably the lack of changeable controls, but the game itself is very fun. Either you play 1 or 2 levels or you play a bunch of them. It's fun. It's a very good puzzle game. If you're interested in puzzle games like this, definitely Back to Bed is one of the best this year. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, share with your friends and family, and comment in the comment section below. And as always, if you're interested in Back to Bed, you can find a link to it in the description below for purchase. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.